afternoon, good evening, depending on your location. Welcome to this live broadcast. So I want to cook something specific today. See what I'm making. Yes, I'm making something sumptuous. So this is my spaghetti. I'm using golden penny spaghetti. I have some crayfish here with me, and you know the importance of crayfish in meals. I have my patty jollof sachet tomato here with me. I'm making use of sardines. These are my onions. My pepper and fresh tomato. My kitchen glory thyme, and then I also use masala curry when I can. So anyone is valid. And of course, a stock cube. I'm using none for my stock cube. So first of all, we're going to this is water. I'm going to boil the water on the fire. I put the water on the fire and allow it boil up. So while that is heating, I'm just going to go ahead and break my spaghetti. I'm going to use this bowl and breaking my spaghetti. I'll just break into two because I want it long. So I want this really long, so I'm not going to break it so much. Just into two. Yeah, here we go. So our spaghetti is broken. Our water is on the fire. While that's on, we're going to go ahead and get our tomatoes ready. Our spaghetti is ready. We're going to get our tomatoes diced. It's already washed, so I'm just going to go ahead and dice the tomato. Slice the tomato, sorry. And then I'm going to so this is it. I'll just go ahead and dice it. I don't want it too big, too bold. I would have made it a little more chunkier, but I want it like this. Okay, while you're watching, can I ask you, do you know the health benefit of fresh tomatoes? because some persons just consume fresh tomatoes and they don't know the benefits, the health benefits. And then it's also important to, you can chew your fresh tomatoes. Yes, it's healthy for you. Yes. Someone asked what are the health benefits. That's a good question, but I actually threw the question to you. Okay, let me give you one of the benefits. Fresh tomatoes are rich in antioxidants. And you know that antioxidants helps you fight free radicals, which is responsible for cancer. Okay, so the free radicals in your body, fresh tomato is one of the things that can help fight it because of the antioxidants it contains. And then let me quickly say that we need to be very careful about the rampage. Cancer is on rampage. I actually went to the hospital a few days ago. I went to visit someone. Someone asked that I accompany him to go and see his uncle in the hospital. So I said okay. I went, and he was actually suffering from prostate cancer. And then from what the reports the doctors had given, in as much as we're waiting for the last test they ran to come out, from the test that was given, it showed that the cancer had already metabolized. And he actually did surgery somewhere, and then it wasn't correctly done, so it triggered the growth of the cancer. So cancer is something that we shouldn't take lightly. It's important that we fight cancer, and one of the ways to do that is to take fresh fruits and vegetables. They contain antioxidants that helps you fight free radicals. Please, very important. Whether prostate cancer, breast cancer, cervical cancer, and all of that, they are really on rampage. So it's important that we know the right things to do to keep ourselves safe from cancer. All I could do was just to pray for him and ask God to intervene, but the situation was really a terrible one. So at this point, we're going to be tossing in our spaghetti into our boiling pot of water. Our water is boiling, so we're going to toss in the spaghetti into it. So while that is on, I'm going to go back to my onion. I'm using lots of onions. It's important to use a lot of onion, right? Fresh foods, fresh vegetables save us a lot. So please, 2026 is a new year, and we need to watch our diets. We need to be conscious of what goes into our body, what we eat. And I'm sure you've heard that adage, what you are what you eat. Okay, so the person that asked the question, what are the health benefits of tomato, I hope I've answered your question. Yes, I hope I've answered your question. So that's one of the health benefits. And then any other person, if you know the health benefit of fresh tomatoes, please do well to tell us. Do well to educate us so we can learn together. So I just gave you one. It's rich in vitamins, it's rich in minerals. Okay. And I also said it contains free radicals. So somebody else that knows the health benefit of tomato, so please, we'll be delighted if you educate us on the health benefit of fresh tomatoes so that we can eat responsibly. How about onion? What are the health benefits of onion? See, somebody else asked to drop a comment. Okay, no one for now. Yes, onion also contains free radicals that fight, contain antioxidants. I'm sorry about that. Onion contains antioxidants that helps to fight the free radicals in our body. Okay, and then I'm sure you must have heard that It's not wise, it's not nice to cut your onion and leave it open without wanting to use it immediately. So if you're cutting your onion, let it be that you are ready to cook or you get it covered. For me, I'm already cooking, so I can go ahead and cut my onion because my spaghetti will soon be ready. Okay, so we're just getting all the preps together. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and wash this and cut it into and dice it into bits and even get some circular shape. I don't know, I just like some onion in my dish, just having that circular shape, you know, just looking nice. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get this washed. You can see I'm using a lot. So set this aside. So I'm using all of this. Yes, I'm making use of all of this for a meal. And there goes our pot boiling. So let me just show you what our pot looks like. I am boiling the spaghetti and it's just all boiling up. So I'm going to get this covered while we continue the process. Hi for everyone saying hi, hello, hi. I hope you're learning something because we are not just cooking, we are also learning so that we can eat responsibly as we should. So I'm going to dice some, then I'm going to cut some into circular shapes. I don't know, but I like it. I like seeing them in circles. So please, you know the health benefit of onion, kindly tell us in the comment section so that we can learn together. I know it contains antioxidants that fight free radicals, and free radicals in our body helps sponsor cancer. Onion is also rich in minerals and vitamins. Okay, so anything else you know about the health benefit of onion, please go ahead, let us know, educate us. And then I also mentioned earlier that you don't cut your onion and leave it. It traps the microorganisms in the environment when you leave it open. So it's important you cut your onion and use it immediately, or you just leave it until you're ready to use, and then you learn to cover as soon as possible. This is not fresh, so I'm gonna have to rewash, take it all out. Yes. So back to my story about the hospital visit. I didn't just see the cancer patient. Actually, we went to see the cancer patient, but when we arrived the ward, we went to the accident and emergency ward. It was a lot. Man, the sights were crazy. The sights were really crazy. I couldn't imagine looking. People with a lot of ailments. There's a particular woman, she was just gasping for air. I think the full I made a video about that is on my this YouTube channel. So just go head over to my videos and check my videos. You're going to see that video about my visit to the hospital and then how the experience was. It wasn't a good one. So she was just gasping for air and It was a pathetic sight indeed. It was. So I told you I like the onion plenty. So here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This is the onion. I'm making use of sardine. If you have your fresh fish, you can get that. If you have a sardine, you can use that. So you're making use of sardine. So I just open this up. I'm just prepping everything and getting them ready. So I wanted to show you everything I'm using at the brand. So I'm using this tomato. This is my sachet tomato. So I'm just going to bring this out in a plate. I don't know, I always like to rinse my plates before I make use of them, even if I just washed them. Do you know you have to pay me, you have to endorse me because I am actually doing a public advert for you. So you need to reach out to me and endorse me so we can do more of this. So this is it, our tomato. You know, we already have our fresh tomatoes here. So this is our paste, tomato paste, fresh tomato. So we're going to go ahead and blend our pepper, right? We'll go ahead, blend our pepper together with our crayfish. This is what we have, pepper and crayfish. We're going to blend this together, right? And for my spices, I'm making use of Kitchen Glory. So I'm going to cut that open while I prepare. Kitchen Glory. I'm making use of, you can actually use a masala curry. Okay, but I'm going to be using Gino curry at this point because I already have it open, so I want to finish everything in it. And then I have my thyme, we have our oil. So I'm just going to head over to blend the pepper and the crayfish together. Just going to blend them. Meanwhile, our pasta has cooked. So I just turned off the gas. So I'm going to drain this out in a sieve. Here we go. I'm just going to drain all of that out. So let me move this so you can see how I get to drain that out. So in my hanky, I drain out my pasta, right? So this is the pasta we are cooking. Here it is. So I'm going to set the pasta aside while I head over to work on the pepper and the so I'm just going to toss the pepper in. The pepper and the crayfish. So I'm going to toss them in and grind them together. Here we go. We're using this. So that was going to be a quick grind. And then I'm going to be adding salt to this delicacy, but I'm not going to add in lots of salt because I know you know by now that too much salt in a food is not good. And then I showed you the cube I'm going to be using, the stock cube I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using this Knorr cube. And then a spaghetti is not so much. This is enough for 3, 4, 5 persons. Okay, so here we go. I'm actually already getting our pepper and crayfish mix ready. This is gonna be sumptuous, believe me. Yeah, we're getting it ready. And before I forget, lots of pepper in the food is not so nice. It makes your food spicy. Excuse me. It makes your food spicy, but lots of it is not so much. Okay. For peptic ulcer cancer patients, it can escalate the hurt you feel in your stomach. So peptic or gastric ulcer, which of them? Either peptic, I think gastric ulcer actually. The one in the tummy is gastric ulcer. The one at the chest region, what's it called? Is it the one that is called peptic ulcer? Whatever be the ulcer, too much pepper triggers and worsens the effects. Okay, so you don't need lots of that. Okay, so we are done getting that ready. So I'm just gonna get that out. So that's the pepper and crayfish mix. You know, the meal is not yet ready, but then I'm already feeling good about it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start the cooking. Before that, can I run you through the ingredients again? So here we go. Let me flip the camera over. Yes, here's what we have. This is our pasta. Okay, this is our onion. Like I said, lots of onion is very important. This is our pepper and crayfish mix. This is our fresh tomato. This is our tomato paste. This is our sardine, and these are the condiments we're going to use. So now let's go. I'm just going to go ahead and light up the gas. My phone camera is better, but it's not making justice. You won't be able to see properly. Okay, so into my dry pot I'm going to add my oil. I don't want to use lots of oil because of cholesterol. It's important to eat healthy, not just to eat sumptuous meal, but we need to eat healthy. For everyone that's joined in the live, thank you. I'm grateful. Do well to drop a comment, do well to like, drop a thumbs up. Okay, so want our oil to heat up a bit. After that, we're going to go ahead and toss in our onion. I think that's heated. And mind you, we're not going to be putting all of our onion, we're just going to be putting part of it. So we're going to be leaving this. We'll add this later. So just go ahead and stir. Please on reduced heat. Let me reduce my heat because my heat is high. So you want to stir this and allow the onion get tender. Not burn, please. It shouldn't burn. Just get tender. And then the next thing you want to add is your curry. A mix of your curry in your onion and oil gives you an amazing flavor. So that's the secret you need to take from me. Gives you an amazing flavor. Smelling nice over here already. So we don't want the onion to burn or get too soft. So we're going to go ahead and add in our fresh tomatoes. Add this in. So here we go. Like I said earlier, I don't want to use lots of oil for health benefits. This is looking sumptuous already. So I'm going to allow this cook a little. We'll allow it to cook a little. Then we're going to add our tomato paste. That's the next thing we'll be adding. So let's allow it cook a bit. So at this point, we'll add in our tomato paste. And stir. You need to regulate your heat at this point so that it doesn't burn. You don't need to add water immediately so that the sour taste can, go down. So please, if you're watching this and you've not yet subscribed, kindly subscribe. Kindly subscribe if you've not. So this is it. We're already making a puri. While that is heating up, I'm just going to get some water. We took down the heat so that it doesn't get to burn. So So just add in a little water at this point. Whoa, did you hear that? So this is what we have now. So we're going to close this and allow it boil up a bit. So while that is boiling up, excuse me, while that is boiling up, next we're going to be adding is our crayfish and our pepper mix together with our spices. So we're going to just allow that boil up. So we're getting ready our stock cubes, our salt, well, you need to see what's happening right here. So it's simmering. This is it. This is what we have. So let me flip my camera. We'll go ahead and add in the rest of the onion. At this point, to add some water so it doesn't burn. Okay, we're going to use our water to maybe rinse out some of our surfaces. So we're going to get more water. So other things will follow suit. A stock cube. I'm gonna have to rinse out my hand. So we are done with this. Set aside our time. Kitchen glory. not a lot. We're going to be adding in the salt. This is iodized salt. So we're going to be adding in some salt. Then we stir. That's why I prefer using wooden spoons to cook, because this has really conducted the heat. So here we go. Here we go. So our sauce is ready. We're just going to go ahead and allow it boil up and then add in our spaghetti. After that, we'll add in our mackerel, and that'll be all. So we're going to just allow our sauce to simmer and boil up. Okay. So at this point, I want to check if all of my ingredients are well combined. It's very important to check that. So I'm gonna have to wash my hand. So tasty, so spicy. You really wish you're here with me to have a taste of this goodness, because this is awesome. Oh my god. Excuse me. So I'm going to cover that up and let it heat up. So I believe you've been able to learn something, a few things in this meal we just made. Okay, so we're going to prep our spaghetti before we put it. How do you prep it? Breaking up the lumps. That's how we prep it. Makes it easier to do that when it's already in the pot. When you already break it up, grab it here. And to make it easier, I like adding a little water while I break up the lumps. Just sprinkles of water. You see, the water has helped it to really separate from each other. Yeah. So at this point it's ready. Let's toast it in. I'm going to show you the magic happening in here. Oh, we are creating magic. Creating magic. Creating magic. Oh, you want to see what's happening here? You want to see what's happening in here? They're trying to combine everything. Please, this should be on low heat so that everything doesn't get to burn. So to make our spaghetti more tender, we're going to add more water, so that I can give it a chance to get more tender. It's too hard. So we're just going to go ahead and add in our sardine. That looks really yummy, right? I'm going to sprinkle some salt on it. Just need to allow it cook and combine. Then I'll close this up. Don't forget it's on medium heat. So I'm going to bring it back shortly when it's ready to bring it down. I really wish you were here with me to have a taste of this goodness. But not to worry, I eat for me, I eat for you. So you're not going to get to miss so much. I'll do justice to the food. But then my interest is, I hope you've learned something from this. And if you have not subscribed, please do well to hit the subscribe button. There are other videos in my page, my wall, so go ahead, watch the videos, engage with them. That'll be a good and a huge favor. So I don't know what we're prepping next, but you can suggest in the comment section, what do you want to learn next? What would you want us to cook? What would you want us to, teach here? You can go ahead and make arrangements for that. So, and I'll be so delighted to teach whatever you ask me to. So I'm just trying to tidy up my work surface. Very important. After working, you need to put the whole plate in order so it doesn't look messy, which is what I'm doing right about now. I'm tidying up. While my meal is really simmering. And I don't want it to burn, so we're going to fluff it. You see? Don't want it to burn, so I'm just going to fluff it this way. Lift it. See that? Lift it. Lift from these sides. Okay, so I'm going to close this again. Yeah. So I am seriously tidying up. So go ahead and write in the comment section what you want us to teach. In the next class, we will gladly do that. I'll wait for the meal to get ready so we can dish the meal. I told you I'll eat on your behalf. So here we go. Food is ready. That's a beautiful announcement. See that? See that? See that? It is ready. And it's so yummy. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you for engaging. I've turned off my gas, so food is ready, and I hope you learned something in this session. We're just going to keep this partially closed. So thank you for your time. Thank you for engaging. Thank you for being here. If you've not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. Drop a comment. Watch other videos on my page, and I'm grateful. Thank you. Love you. Bye.